Where are we going?
Panama City?
Are you excited?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so good morning, guys. We're here in our hotel room in San Jose, Costa Rica, and the plan is for us to now go to the airport and hopefully board our flight to Panama City, where we have a 19-hour layover, and then we continue on to the David Airport, which is in northern Panama, close to the town of Boquete, where my good friend Cole and his family live, who we are going to go visit. We are a little uncertain about the negative PCR test policy. I called both the Panamanian immigration as well as the Panamanian embassy in Costa Rica, and they were not very clear. They say 48 hours before entering the country, but I don't know if that's 48 hours before boarding your flight or actually entering the country. We did our best. We took our test 48 hours before, and we got our tests about 24 hours before entering the country. I guess it's confusing at this point, but yeah, keep your fingers crossed for us. We're excited, and hopefully you are too. Thanks for watching, and peace. Driver was a maniac, so alright, let's get in line. On the plane, the worst boarding experience I've had so far, ever. What's up, guys? So it's now the next morning and we successfully arrived in Panama City. That was quite an adventure because, I mean, when we got to the airport in San Jose, what happened is we went to stand in line for our check-in, and the lady there was like, were you able to fill out your online forms? And we're like, no, what online form? I'd heard nothing about it. Like, she wasn't very specific either. She just said online form. So she said, go ahead and talk to the man at the counter, at the check-in. So we waited in line. Eventually we got to talk to him, and he said, yeah, you need to fill out your online health passport, so to speak. And also it turned out that our bags were overweight, and they were not allowing you to pay a fee for the overweight, extra luggage that we had. The only other option was to take the excess luggage out of our luggages and then put them in a third luggage, which we didn't have a third bag. So luckily there was, at the place where they wrap your luggages, they sold like a tiny little duffel, this thing right here, for like $30. And so we went ahead and did that. We were the crazy people on the side of the airport going through our luggage, like taking stuff out. I even threw away a couple things that I didn't need. Well, I didn't throw them away. I left them for the man that sold us the bag as well. But so that was really fun. So as we were doing, as we were unpacking our bags and repacking the third bag, I was also trying to figure out how to make an account online, for this health passport that was a requirement from the Panamanian government. So first you had to make an account, upload a picture of yourself, a picture of your passport, all that fun stuff. And eventually we got it done. And then we went through security. As soon as we were past security, we went straight to boarding through our gate because, that whole experience pushed our schedule pretty far back. So we were actually happy we took the choice to go pretty early, earlier to the airport. And so we just went straight to boarding, flew into Panama. Eventually the PCR test, they accepted the negative PCR test. I actually found out during the flight, another gentleman answered my question, and you were supposed to take your test and consequently obviously have your result within 48 hours of boarding your flight to the country that you're going to. So anyway, it worked out. Technically, we actually were a few hours ahead of, actually we were a few hours over 48 hours because our flight was on Sunday at 1:53 p.m. and we took our test on Friday at 7:30 a.m. But the people at the lab also told us that wasn't going to be a problem. So anyway, we were successful, getting to Panama. Eventually we got here and I was pretty exhausted from the whole, that whole experience. So what we ended up doing is we ended up leaving the airport, just grabbing a taxi, going to like the closest hotel. So we're staying at this hotel called, what's it called? Hotel Express Inn. It's literally like across the road from the airport. We saw it online for like $45 a night. We said, and breakfast was included. So we said, screw it, we'll go there. It's like literally bare essentials. Here, I'll show you around the room real quick. So the airport is basically back there. But yeah, so pretty basic stuff. They said it was $45 a night, and that breakfast would be included. So we just said, screw it, we'll go there. Eventually, when we did go to pay upon check-in, the lady said it was $60. So, at this point, I'd had enough. So I just said, screw it, we'll stay anyway. And then breakfast is not really included. Really what it is just coffee or tea and I guess some cookies because they said because of the whole COVID situation they stopped serving breakfast. At that point I didn't even ask if what was the price before they stopped serving breakfast because it would have made sense to bring the price down if you're not serving breakfast. Anyway, I was done, for the day at that point. I wasn't gonna, argue or try to fight my way into having breakfast. I'll just have breakfast at the airport. At this point, I don't care. But yeah, so that's why I didn't film anymore last night. We literally just came here and I crashed. So that's the explanation for the day. Plan is for today, in about 1 hour, we're going to take a shuttle service that they provide here at the hotel to the airport. And then hang out there for a couple hours, and then take our flight to David, Panama. So thanks for watching, guys, and wish us luck. All right, so we made it to David. Now we're just waiting for my buddy Cole to come pick us up. How you feeling, baby? She's very excited. We're about ready to, have a place to actually settle down. So we're really excited to be able to finally end our journey for at least the next little while. The idea is for us to do a couple of day trips here and there in the upcoming week and weeks. But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks, guys.